I did almost catch a manslaughter charge when I was 16. Basically, I was allegedly selling Klonopin and Xanax and other benzos at school, allegedly. They allegedly had me on camera selling in the cafeteria, and that's actually like what saved me. So the school officer was like, pulled me out of class and asked to search my car, and I was so confident because I had everything on my person, allegedly. So I let him search my car, but I had given my friend a ride to school that morning, and she had Klonopin in her like keychain that she left in my car. And I'll never forget when they were doing my write-up, they said I was sailing, like SAILING, drugs, which like you can't do because it's not a sailboat. And they worked in a school. I'll never forget that. So basically, like the school CO or whatever, I don't know what they're called, he's like screaming at us, da 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 da. I get suspended. My first day suspended, when I'm at home, I get like all of these text messages from my friends being like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I was like, what's going on? And they were like, this guy who I was friends with, he had suicided himself. And he was like a prankster, so I thought he was joking. But like I thought he like told everyone to text me, and I was like, ha ha ha, very funny. And they were like, no, they just announced it in class. And I was like, whatever. And like a couple days later, like I figured out it was real. I didn't hear anything about the charge or anything about the alleged drugs. I was a junior in high school, so I got into Wake Forest because I'm from North Carolina, and it's a good school. And I got a full ride, and then when I was finalizing everything, they withdrew their scholarship. They withdrew my acceptance because I had a warrant out for my arrest that I was never served, so I didn't know about. So my family's like freaking out. We go to like the court or whatever, and they're like, yeah, it's a warrant for a class 1 felony and manslaughter. Like it's the one where like if you allegedly sell drugs to somebody and they pass away, that's like your fault. Because he had Klonopin and Xanax and stuff. And yeah, basically it was like $10,000 to hire a lawyer, and it was the same lawyer that like sued the police department, and he like picked out my outfit and like told me, like when we got to the court, he was like, start crying, and I started crying. And it was like, I think it was like the first time where I was like, I'm gonna do something very embarrassing, but I don't really care that it's embarrassing because it's going to have like a benefit to me. Because like when I was in court, there were people from my school who like I knew there, and I was like crying in the corner, like white girl tears. And my lawyer goes up to the judge and he's like, look, like they said she was allegedly selling in the cafeteria. She said she's never set foot in the cafeteria. And like I had a bunch of trash in my car, but amongst the trash were like receipts where I had left during lunch, to basically prove I'd never been in that cafeteria. I had like receipts from every day that I ate out, and I like had all this proof that I was skipping school so they couldn't have film of me if I wasn't at school. And they were like, the lawyer was like, look, it's her boyfriend's backpack, like it's not even her backpack. And the judge signed off on it. And then I got my record expunged. Yeah, but I used my 1 expungement. But that is how I fought a manslaughter charge at 16.